Like Carlos Santana, feel the music inside. J-Lo and Shakira make your body come alive. Sube, 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 sube. Nosotros juntos el tiempo está. Colombia, España, Caribe, everybody in the house. Nosotros juntos it's time to celebrate. Chile.
Good morning, Untitled Elementary School. Welcome to this marvelous Monday.
Let's pause for a moment of silent reflection as per our vision, our educational goals for today.
Please stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's say our school pledge.
I now realize that the greatest power in the world is the power of knowledge. I want to be smart. Misinformed, you will go through life facing some rewards that could be theirs. I'll become a thinker and a problem solver. Learn my basic skills, make a special effort to complete all assignments. I will strive for punctuality and perfect attendance. I will read books on subjects that interest me most. I will also read books and articles on other subjects that broaden my awareness of what is happening in the world around me. I will respect the rights of others and display exemplary conduct at all times. I will embrace the positive philosophy in my school. I believe in myself. I can do anything if I try hard enough. I pledge this to my family, my school, and anyone who is helping me succeed. Most importantly, I pledge it to myself.
Thank you. You may be seated. Now for our daily announcements with everyone.
Good morning, Untitled Elementary School. We're making sure we stay safe, stay healthy, and do our part. We're making sure we wash our hands, cover our nose and mouth at all times, wear a mask at all times, clean and disinfect our hands, avoid touching our face, avoid close contact.
We will continue our surveillance testing tomorrow. So if you have not submitted your consent form, you still have time. All right, Nakia, where are we today?
In first place, we have House of Principal with 647 points.
In second place, we have House of Knowledgeable with 533 points.
In third place, we have House of Thinkers with 428 points.
In fourth place, we have House of Communicators with 371 points.
In fifth place, we have House of Risk Takers with 216 points.
And in last place, we have House of Inquirers with 157.
All right, so applause up to House of Principal for taking the lead. Boys and girls, make sure your actions lead to points for your house. A couple of reminders, please take attendance by 8 o'clock each morning. Send out absent excuses to the front office as soon as you get them. And any change of transportation can only be in writing from the parent. All 3 through 5 Cubs to Panthers, please remember to meet today in the auditorium following dismissal. Be sure you have transportation home. This Wednesday, we have our Eureka training with our own Ms. Foster via Zoom. The meeting ID and code can be found in Google Classroom. And then 2 weeks later, we have our Fall into Literacy, which will be face-to-face. You'll hear from Ms. Evans and Ms. Mitchell in the auditorium beginning at 9 o'clock. All right, boys and girls, there is no school tomorrow. Let me remind you, there is no school tomorrow. It is an election day. So talk to your parents about who are the people running for office and what are their thoughts and beliefs and who would they vote for? All right, let's check out our Read-A-Thon. We have our top readers, Macy Taylor in Miss Bailey's class, Lacey Goree in Miss Major's class, Daphne Martinez in Miss Allen's class, London Carr in Miss Greer's class, Penelope Jacob in Miss Allen's class. Our top 5 classes, Miss Hernandez with 1,718 minutes, Miss Allen's class, 1,396 minutes, Miss Major's class with 837 minutes, Miss Bailey's class with 605 minutes, and Miss Greer's class with 515 minutes. And altogether, we're looking at $3,045, and we have read 7,172 minutes. Pause up, pause up. It is not too late to join our Read-A-Thon. The last day is November 18th, so you still have 18 days to get those points up. And this is B week, so today you will be focused on reading during intervention, as well as tomorrow on Wednesday, and then Friday math and Thursday math. Boys and girls, make sure when you are on iRead, Read 180 or System 44 today, make sure that you are engaged in the learning. Your teacher is looking at those minutes. Some of us aren't where we should be with minutes. You should have at least 15 minutes today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Teachers, don't forget you can use your guided reading time as well for students to log on to iRead, Read 180, and System 44. All right, it is Mindful Monday, and we are being self-aware, making sure that we recognize and demonstrate knowledge of our personal strengths, challenges, and our potential to drive change to bring about a desired outcome. Let's look at our morning motivator. I am thankful for. We had a week, well, we haven't had a week apart yet, but I hope you rested and thought about what you were thankful for. I am so thankful to be back together, a weekend apart. How do you feel today? Think about the emoji that represents how you feel right now. It is important to recognize how you feel and use an SEL strategy like deep breathing to make you feel better. And we have so many, much more than deep breathing, right? So imagine the emoji, pick the emoji that represents how you feel right now. Imagine the emoji you want to be. And let's take one big deep breath in through the nose and blow it out through the mouth. One last big deep breath in through the nose and blow it out through the mouth. Remember to think about how you feel throughout the day. It builds your self-awareness and lets you know when it's time to breathe.
Now for our daily Seo Information.
Well, good morning, Panthers. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Today, we will start another SEL book of the month, Sincerely Emerson, a wonderful story about a little girl that loves to write. What do you think she writes about? Does she write letters to friends? Is she a creative writer? Let's sit back in our seats and listen together as the morning crew reads to us.
Emerson loved writing letters. She loved writing. She loved everything that came in between. Stories, news, questions, and put a piece of her life into each one. Her brother's latest games, Taylor Swift's best songs, and her favorite jokes. Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees? Because they're really good at it.
Amy wasn't done with the letter until it was perfectly decorated. The envelope too. Then she sent her letters out into the world, to friends and family all over. Each letter was a connection. Amy's letter made a network of hellos, a network of love. One day, Amy got to thinking, there was one person who made it all possible. How come she had never noticed him before? His name was Doug.
Every letter that M's hand went straight into Doug's. Every letter that left M's hand went straight into Doug's. No matter what, he kept M's letters going into the work. and so decided to write Doug his own letter. I'm Emerson. You may know me as the person that lives here that writes a lot of letters and decorates the envelopes. Well, I wanted to thank you for taking my letters and delivering them. You are very important to me. I make people happy with my letters, but you do too. You make it possible.
She puts it in the box and she smiled when he took it. The next week, something remarkable happened. Doug got out of his truck just like he did every day, but this time he had two whole boxes full of letters, and they were all for Emerson. You see, Doug had told his friends at the post office all about Am's letters, and they had told their friends, and soon M's letter of thanks had reached nearly every mail carrier in the country, and lots of those mail carriers had written her back. The letters were filled with family pets, hobbies. They were filled with questions, stories, confessions. They were filled with kindness. One letter said, "I can't tell you how much it means to read your letter." And another letter said, "Not a lot of people think about how hard we work."
Everyone in the everyone of the letters was a connection. Every letter had a piece of someone's life in it. With dozens of new pen pals, Em did what she was best at doing. She wrote letters. She wrote to dad. She wrote his son. She sent new jokes, new stories about her life. And she asked lots and lots of questions. And Emerson got to thinking about all those people out there living their lives, working hard, delivering letters, keeping people connected. There was love in the work.
Every day they got up and went to work. Every day they did their best. Every day they kept the world going. Every bus ride, every tomato, every bag of trash, and every bag of groceries. They were all possible because someone cared. Each act was an act of love, wrapping the world together in a new network like the biggest hug ever.
And Emma's son wished that everyone she knew would take a moment to notice each one of them and thank them. Maybe even thank each other. Sincerely, the end. On tomorrow, we will share with you a special note from the author explaining why she felt so in, inclined,
Inclined.
inclined to write this story. Make sure that you listen in and always have a most amazing day.